Hi, I'm Rich Burns. 50 years ago, I had the opportunity with some other folks to give birth to the GNU Group. 50 years later, it's quite amazing to see that it has perpetuated itself, and it's still the dynamic firm that we had hoped it would be many, many years ago. I arrived in San Francisco in 1970. My brother, who's also a designer, came to the city at the same time. Looking for jobs, we weren't finding anything that was going to satisfy what we thought we wanted to do professionally. So we decided to print up some business cards. Everything evolved from that. I describe it as serendipity and good luck or dumb luck. One thing led to another. We were fairly optimistic and we just took advantage of opportunities without really knowing where they would lead. There was no strategic plan. There was no overarching objective in starting a company. It was really just an evolutionary thing. One project led to another, one relationship led to another, and we just got some great opportunities, and it ultimately ended up being a real business. When we first started out, we were part of this group called Sasaki Walker, who, for a variety of reasons, needed to change their name. And they went to initials. That was a kind of fallback position for most multi-partner firms who needed to truncate their names. So they changed their name to the SWA Group. We had just split off from them, and we're looking for a name where we could maintain the brand relationship to them, because they brought a lot of value to what we did in terms of just their reputation and the access it gave us. So we were looking for a name, three letters that would go between V and Group. And we had, in the building we were in with them, we had a space in the loft, and Doug and John and I were sitting around one evening saying we need to come up with a name. We happened to have a couple of marijuana joints with us, and we started paging through an encyclopedia and didn't find anything in the A's, the B's, the C's. We got to the G's, and we found this animal called a GNU, the letter GNU. And at that point, we thought, well, that would be cool. Let's be the GNU Group. And so it's this double entendre. I think most people know what a GNU is, but a lot of people don't, it turns out. And we just incorporated that as the name. The GNU itself as an animal, if you look at an encyclopedia definition, if you Google it, somewhere in there it'll tell you that it's dinner for most animals on the Serengeti. We fared a little bit better than that in that we were survivors. And a lot of questions about the name, and we have a lot of fun with it. But it's a very lighthearted name for a very serious practice. Looking back on 50 years, it's been an amazing run, and as I've described, it's like an archaeological dig. There are periods, and I think most gratifying is the fact that the firm is still here. If you think about what a small business has to do to endure, it's an amazingly difficult challenge, challenges constantly, but we are still here. My credit to all of the great people who have been a part of it.